Hi, this is Matt from LAIIER. I'm super excited to have Arduino on the call with me today for our peer interview series. I'm the CEO and co-founder of LAIIER, and before I even give my guest a chance to introduce themselves, I'm going to say that I am an old school hardcore Arduino user. This is my first Arduino, which is a Duo Millenove that I think I bought in 2009. So I promise I'm not going to ask Andrea for any technical help with my old Arduino, but I wanted to start it off by proving how excited I am about Arduino, the product and the brand. So Andrea, over to you.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for having me today. So, first of all, great. So, you have this 2009 Arduino to 2009. So, that's great. So, yeah, I'm Andrea Richetta. I'm head of the customer success team in the Pro Business Unit. So, basically, we work together with my team, with the end customer, integrators, partners, in order to find the best way to mix our solution that are based on hardware, software, tools, and try to find a good way to introduce our technology into different verticals, customers. So we are working really very close with the customers.
Okay, fantastic. And can you tell me a bit about Arduino Pro and what is Arduino Pro versus, just Arduino?
That's a great question. Yeah, Arduino started 2000 officially 2005, and then we had the first products in 2008. Basically, during these years, so we're talking about 15 years, more or less, something more probably. Basically, we started with the Uno, and then during the time we added some other boards. So we were basically hardware company. During the years, based on the feedback that we received from different kind of users, starting from the maker. So we started with the maker market. But basically during the years, just to give you an idea, we were used for teaching electronics. So many schools, many students, every order, so starting from mid-school to universities, you see a lot of projects around that. So at some point we decided also to start a business unit dedicated for education. When it comes to a business unit, means basically that we do provide not only the hardware, but the entire solution tailored for that specific market. In that case, the Edu was not only giving some hardware, but provide a full experience based on courses, training, of course, hardware, but hardware for specific use. So in a classroom context, so having instead of having a single user experience, have multiple classes. So everything was basically thought for that specific market. Then in 2020, as you know, all companies started to use our hardware in production, in prototyping, almost in every step, right, of a business life of a project. Then we decided to start the Pro Business Unit. The Pro Business Unit start from for this basically. So we would like to democratize the access to the technology for the companies. Because this model worked for the last 15 years. The access to the technology, democratizing the access, so made simple, right? So allow customers, users to start using technology, adopt technology, and make a project around that in different contexts. We started from the maker, we added the Edu, and now for the companies. Of course, it's the key to success. So simplification of technologies. For the Pro Business Unit, basically started from keeping all the important key features that company needs. So prototyping, production, iteration of the business idea, shrinking time to market, everything is connected to the simplification, democratization. And that's the key. So with the Pro Business Unit, we do provide, of course, hardware. Hardware is the I would say the starting point. We act as accelerator, we act as an enabler. So basically, we do provide the building blocks. Then on top of that, we also provide all the tools, the services, the software that is needed to run projects. Because of course, the hardware itself is is not enough, right? So you have to also provide different kind of languages for different kind of use cases. So as beside the standard Arduino language, we also provide support for MicroPython, for different kind of languages. And of course, on top of that, we have also provided cloud services in order to give an end-to-end solution, but at the same time, keeping the same flexibilities in order to mix and match different scenarios, basically. So
Yeah.
company needs hardware, then we can provide just the hardware. If they need some fleet management or any kind of hardware or software solution, we do provide. So with keeping this simple and let the customer to use the best technology they need, basically, because we don't want to, we are not, I would say, we don't own any secrets. So we just provide enablers. And so letting the customer to choose which is the best solution for their need.
Okay. On that point, I have a question. So I think when we look at the way that technology gets specified into a new project, many times it's the choice of one person, whether to use one sensor or another, one platform or another. It seems like no matter how large the company is, it's almost always one or two engineers. And sometimes it's maybe even more choosing with their heart rather than with their technical head. And so I wanted to understand what your experience is with working with individual engineers, especially reflecting on the fact that if Arduino started in education in 2010, many of those students are now in their career already equipped to make large choices at big firms. So I wonder if you have any thoughts on that. What is the role of the individual engineer when developing IoT solutions?
Well, that's absolutely a good point. And connected to what you said, the people that were studying in 2010 right now, they brought their experience into companies. So this is really interesting because one of the success point of the adoption of Arduino is that just to give you some number, we have more than 700,000 individuals that has Arduino skill in their LinkedIn resume. So as a skill. So this lead to a thought that if we can make accessible not only at higher level of education, engineering, so that are skilled people, but also give the possibility to any kind of level inside the companies, the knowledge, right? So knowledge, sharing the knowledge to different people inside the company. This lead to a more conscious, informative choice when it comes to which kind of technology I need to adopt for my company.
And do you think that the change of brand from Arduino, well, not the change, but the development of the Arduino Pro brand is part of that? And the reason I ask is, LAIIER came from Bare Conductive, and a lot of engineers sometimes viewed Bare Conductive as a toy, but now they view LAIIER as a tool. But to me, they're the same tree, right? They're coming from the same seed. So how does the Arduino Pro brand help with that kind of professionalization of the technology?
Yeah, it's a matter of keeping different, I would say, let's say sub brands, because we are all
Yeah.
Arduino. So, but for making clear which is the mission of each brand,
Mm,
right? So, uh, diversification in terms of branding, it's also important because when you see Arduino Pro, of course you identify this brand, this sub brand, in this case our business unit, dedicated to professional enterprise customer. Of
mm,
course, this helps. On the nice stuff is that behind the scenes, we as Arduino share the same DNA, and this is really powerful because we share all the DNA. We share the community, right? So we have 30 million people around the world that uses come to our website looking for information. We have a really strong community. So bringing this as a DNA, so a full set of features or something that companies in our case can leverage on. This is really powerful. But of course, at the end, when you start, identifying the brand, of course, this helps for the customer to, be really sure that it's the right business
mm.
unit or the right brand you want to, to talk with.
Okay, interesting. So I have two more questions. First, what is your favorite Arduino Pro product?
Oh, that's a it's always difficult to make a rank only
You
with
have
the
to choose only
family.
one of your children. This is the yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, I think that I would say that Arduino Opta,
Ah,
is the
me
one.
too. I was going to say the same thing. I think it's yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it's apart from the huge success that it's having in the market,
Hmm.
because it seems somehow that was really expected, right, in the
Yeah.
market. So this was it was not a surprise for us, but we are really pleased to see that the market adopted. And it's actually a huge success. So for me, this is a really good product and probably my best one. But I don't want to also ignore that all the Nikla family is another family of boards that are really interesting for many
Hmm.
kind of application, and we are seeing a lot of use cases. And the nice stuff, being just to give you a small hint, being an accelerator, being an enabler. So we do provide all the building blocks, right? So the Portent 7 is a building block for a system on module. The Niklas is a building block for a small footprint boards packed with different sensors. And it's really interesting to see how they are used, because
Mm.
we are not fixed to a specific vertical, right? So we do provide the technology, we do provide all the tools, the Swift knife for, enable companies. But of course, we cannot, identify any kind of, all the different use case that the board can be used. So talking with the customer, and this is the nice part of my job. So talking every day with multiple customer and see how our technology is used in the market, it's really astonishing because you don't really know which will be the next project. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting. Yeah.
So that was actually going to be my last question, which is what is your favorite use case is too easy of a question. Maybe what is the most surprising use case, or where is there an opportunity where you didn't expect to see an opportunity?
Wow. Again, it's difficult to rank one, but I would say that we are seeing a lot of different use cases, starting from the ground to the space. Just to just to narrow down a little bit, but yeah, we are seeing nice examples of use of our boards combined probably with AI. In this period, we are seeing a lot of traction in AI. So having the possibility to run models machine learning models that runs inference on the edge without the need of being connected to the cloud. So this opens up a really new set of different projects, starting from looking at if a cup of a bottle it's well aligned, or seeing at the end of the line, so in a kind of AOI, optical inspection, to see if some parts is correctly mounted, and then of course the vision side. So the vision side also of the projects lead every day to new different kind of use cases. And the nice thing is that what I see also is that if a customer starts with a project, right, and then at some point he decides to upgrade or add features to that project, the nice stuff is that they don't need to change the board, because the boards are capable to follow the life of the projects, in a I would say easy way. Of course, it can be complicated as as needed, but of course, having a board that right now does standard automation features like opening relays, or sensing, or controlling thermocouples, whatever it is, and then at the end, after 1 year that the project is successful, the customer is happy, and then he wants to add, for example, vision capabilities. You just mix some other board that is in your portfolio, and then move on with the new business opportunities. That is basically what our customers are looking for.
Okay, amazing. And I assume that I can use my Duo Melanove for all of those projects, right?
More or less.
No, this sits in a drawer in my office. I haven't used it in a while. It's just one of my favorite things. Well, hey, I really appreciate all of the time that you've taken. Is there anything else that you wanted to cover before I ask you the final most important question? Anything else you want to talk about?
I would say that I invite all the attendees of these interviews, to all the people that will see, to check out our website. Because we are always improving, not only on the hardware side, but all the software side, cloud services. So I just invite to subscribe to our newsletter, or check out our website, because we are adding more and more of these building blocks to our offer.
Awesome. And that was going to be my most important question, which is, what website should people go to?
Arduino.cc/pro.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Andrea. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Matt, for having me today.
Okay, see you soon.
Ciao.